your heart versus their heart and what is truly felt between you. So, Spirit, for the viewer, may we please have a look at the viewer's feelings, please? The viewer's feelings towards their person. The viewer's feelings towards their person. We have got the Ace of Blades and the person that the viewer is thinking of. What is in that person's heart towards the viewer, please? What is in that person's heart towards the viewer? We have got the Eight of Pentacles. So in this reading, we are exploring the dynamic between the both of you and your heart versus theirs. What is driving each of you emotionally and what energies are you carrying? How they might be aligning and contrasting. And for your heart, we have this Ace of Blades, or Ace of Swords as it's known in a traditional deck. This is a card of truth, of mental clarity, and that of breakthrough moments. This is really suggesting that your heart is seeking honesty and understanding, and maybe even a fresh perspective. You may be having profound realizations about this connection and cutting through any confusion or illusions to see things for what they truly are. For their heart, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which also in this deck is known as the Eight of Coins. And we can see that this looks very like mirrored energy. The 4 coins that we see above are then reflected below. So I really do feel like the both of you might very well be on the same page. However, with their heart, it shows that it's very invested in putting effort, learning, and refining things over time. And this may suggest that they're approaching this love with a very practical mindset, willing to build and improve, but perhaps more focused on process rather than deep emotional revelation. So your heart is in this place of sharp awareness. You may recently have gained insight into your relationship or even into your personal desires, and now there's no going back. The Ace of Swords is all about the potential of new beginnings, but ones that require absolute honesty, both with yourself and with others. I also see this as a particularly protective card within this deck, with the blade in front of all of these wildflowers. When we look at the spiritual symbolism associated with wildflowers, it really represents resilience, freedom, and natural cycles within life. Wildflowers have this beautiful ability to grow in unexpected places and really thrive without any human intervention. This is a reminder that you have the ability of being able to thrive even under very unusual circumstances. And once again, this is a card that is showing that you may be having some breakthrough moments, really finally seeing something about this relationship with fresh eyes. If there has been any confusion or uncertainty or even emotional fog, your heart is really demanding clarity before moving forward. Now, unlike your energy, which is centered on clarity and revelation, their energy is about patience, persistence, and practical love. So they may be taking this slow, methodical approach to love, seeing it as something that requires work and consistency. And their heart could be focused on self-improvement, learning how to be a better partner, figuring out their emotions, or even working through some of their own personal challenges. If there has been any issues in the relationship, then they likely believe that time and effort will fix all things, rather than this dramatic, immediate confrontation or even drastic decisions. This particular dynamic is a real contrast in emotional approaches. So you may seek clarity and they seek consistency. You may feel ready for deep conversations or definitive decisions, while they might be focused on steady progress rather than sudden breakthroughs. Now, although they're very different ways of thinking and feeling, they can be very complementary energies if both of you respect each other's approach. If your honesty can guide them, while their patience can ground you. However, if there's resistance, then you may feel like they are avoiding this direct communication, while they might be feel pressured by your immediate need for clarity. Ultimately, this reading suggests a moment where understanding each other's emotional love language is really key. So your heart wants an open dialogue, while theirs wants a show of commitment through action. And finding the balance between these energies will determine how this connection evolves. Let's pull one more card. I really do believe that the both of you genuinely want the same thing. You just have slightly different approaches. So let us have a look. Let's pull Oracle Spirit. Just simply one card, please. Aha, thank you. In regards to the potential outcome, bottom of the deck, we have Wholesome and we have the Kiss. I love this card. A kiss to me is an unspoken language that transcends words, really carrying the essence of what lies within the heart. It certainly, as it says on the card, is an endearment and a promise sealed. It can talk of a union of souls, a merging of these energies, and it can really deepen this connection. It's also a symbolic meaning of truth and revelation, as a kiss can really confirm or unveil certain emotions, much like a sword cutting through illusions. So there may be something very significant about your relationship coming up that is going to be sealed by a kiss. A kiss itself often has this shift in energy, whether it marks a beginning or an ending. The kiss often signals some kind of change. And with the two cards that we've seen already, this particular kiss seems to be both an awakening and a commitment. There feels like there is an alignment of minds and efforts where clarity meets this dedication. It's both a spark of realization and a quiet promise of, I will show up for this love. And it feels like this kiss is going to be very meaningful and very healing for the both of you. It feels like there is so much potential between the both of you. Now, as I always say, this is a collective reading and therefore it will not resonate with everyone. If you would like your own private reading, there is a link in my bio to same-day readings that will be returned to you within 24 hours. To find these and all of my offerings, you just go to my main page and you tap on the snip feed. And you will see all of my offerings here, including my tarot readings, and slide across and you will see several different types of readings for you. For those of you that may have been interested in either learning tarot as a beginner or of developing your skills with an intermediate class, I have both available as online courses that are accredited. And therefore, upon completion, there is an opportunity for you to gain certification. The intermediate class, we will be delving a little deeper into this particular deck here. And speaking of tarot decks, all of the tarot decks that I use within my readings can be found linked within my bio underneath their separate titles.